Welcome to the Tradex Foods 3-Minute Market Insight. Here's the seafood news for Monday, February 10th, 2014. We'll start this week's episode by looking at a policy change for products exported to Europe. Some of you may have heard rumors of an upcoming legislation change in Europe that will affect exports from North America. As of December 13th, 2014, there will be a common organization of the markets in fishery and aquaculture products. The CMO will be comprised of professional organizations responsible for marketing standards, consumer information, competition rules, and market intelligence. One significant change will be the disclosure of glaze on packaging. A product that has 20% glaze will now have to have 4 kg labeled on the carton versus 5 kg, which is currently allowed. Further changes expected are compliance. Imported products entering union market comply with same requirements and marketing standards that union producers comply with. A big push for eco-labeling. The CMO will examine the possibility of developing and establishing minimum criteria for the development of a union-wide eco-label for fishery and aquaculture products. Consumer protection. For the purpose of consumer protection, competent national authorities responsible for monitoring and enforcing the fulfillment of the obligation laid down in this regulation should make full use of available technology, including DNA testing, in order to deter operators from falsely labeling catches. A further push will be made for labels to include current voluntary information such as the flag state or country of the harvesting vessel, type of fishing gear used in harvesting, and landing and discharge port information for harvested products. Although this is far from home, it is a positive step towards eliminating fraud and unethical business practices currently plaguing the seafood industry. Let's roll into Vietnam now. Vietnamese Pangasius is making news again. Raw material prices for Pangasius in Vietnam rose 500 Vietnamese dong per kg this week, bringing raw material prices to 23,000 Vietnamese dong, about $1.09 US per kg. Slightly lower temperatures in Vietnam, slowed growth rates, and processors operating under full capacity are all factors causing the rise in material prices. Shortage of finance continues to be the biggest problem for small Pangasius processors. Vietnamese banks are expected to call loans to Pangasius processors, and according to unverified reports from the Vietnam business community, as many as 50 more processors will stop operations as a result. According to industry sources, many processors simply are not showing an adequate return on investment to continue operations. The U.S. Department of Commerce is expected to review anti-dumping tariffs in March, which may have further impact on the supply of Pangasius. Importers are concerned over the current state of Vietnamese Pangasius industry, as it has been struggling for the past few years. Despite processors' warnings of shortages, current USA inventory is still relatively high, with many containers in storage and more on the water. 7+ ounce fillets are now short due to small raw material, but supply of 3 to 5 and 5 to 7 ounce fillets remains strong. Current prices range from $1.70 to $1.80 US for well-trimmed white meat 100% net weight products containing STTP. There are discount products also being marketed, which are products that are less than full net weight, not white meat color, not fully trimmed, at about $1.50 prices. It is argued by marketers of Pangasius that these inferior products are leading the erosion of market for Pangasius, or at the very least, preventing growth in the market. If Vietnamese processors are correct, we should see a spike in demand for low-cost whitefish through Lent, which will result in shortages and price increases. Only time will tell if this is the case. Thank you for joining me for the Tradex Foods 3-Minute Market Insight. This is Robert Reierson. Buy smart and eat more seafood.